Hey yo, what is going on today, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, man, it's a bit late, but we have a Horizon 5 review, man. My personal thoughts and feelings of this game, man. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button, man, and I shall catch you guys after the intro. Alright guys, so, oh man, this game, it's been a wild ride, man. Let's be honest, it's been a wild ride. But before we get into that, man, I forgot last video, to mention obviously the car that we're driving and everything like that, man. We are currently running a Honda Prelude A-Class Togue tune. It's all Togue tuned out, everything like that. Running about 400, I think, some odd horsepower. It is an absolute beast, man. It's very quick, very fast, and it grips up like crazy. So hopefully we'll be able to rip it up a little bit here today. Obviously talking about the review and everything like that. But obviously, nonetheless, man, bro, this game, it's been great, right? Let's be honest. I think everybody who's played this game knows what's wrong with it, and also knows what's great about it, right? We've gone through a whole season now. It's been a whole season. Season 1 is finished. We're into season 2. To be honest with you, I didn't really want to do a review sort of like right off the bat, because I know Forza. I know what they're like. You know what I mean? Things are gonna be wrong. People are gonna be exploiting and everything like that, man. I just know exactly what's gonna happen. So obviously, I wanted to make sure they rolled out all the updates, all the stuff before I actually started to, really go into detail of what I think needs to be changed and what I think is great and what isn't so great. But a good thing to note, actually, most of the things that I thought needed to be changed was actually mentioned within AR12's video. And obviously, since then, they have sort of reached out to AR12 and said that those things are going to be changed. Hence why, obviously, the updates have been rolling out, the 1,000 Forza-thon point rewards and everything like that, man. The stuff has been rolled out to, obviously, say sorry about that and, all that sort of stuff, which is great. It's fantastic. I'm glad that they have actually, listened and, well, they knew the problems anyway, I'm going to be honest. I think AR12 just sort of concreted that, and then I was like, okay, cool, that we do actually need to get this stuff rolled out, which is great. But anyway, we all know the servers have been the main issue. Let's go ahead and talk about the issues, I think, for now, to start us off. I think we all know the servers were the main issue. I don't think that they are working at the moment. Still, after the patch, they're still not really working. Still, they were better than last time. We've actually been able to play, a few games on the stream and everything like that. It's been great. It's been real good fun. So, like I say, the people that have been coming out to the streams and enjoying that with me, it's been awesome to have you guys in. We've been absolutely killing it. But yeah, there is still a main issue, man, and that issue is, right? The issue is the leader can see absolutely everybody, right? So the leader is able to see everyone who joins the game. And that's not an issue, right? We're able to smack into them. We're able to obviously see them. They're a solid object, everything like that. We're able to see them. However, the issue lies is when people try and join up. Obviously, sometimes it says to them that they can't actually join. However, the leader can still see them within the game. And this becomes an issue when other people join and they're saying, obviously, having fun as well and joining up and getting in. And that person still can't seem to see anybody or join in for themselves. And, I think it's a fairly easy, I guess, problem to fix. I'm not too sure. I'm not a game dev. However, it was sort of the same sort of issue with the leaders as well. So I guess they just sort of need to do the same sort of thing with everybody else in the game. And obviously just sort of repeat that with what they had done with the leaders. But anyway, like I say, beyond the servers, they know what the issues are, I thought, and obviously they're working around the clock to try and fix those issues. Also, oh my god, the sounds Sounds in the tunnels, man. Oh, insane. Absolutely insane. I know you guys will probably agree that the prelude is sounding very nice, man. Very nice prelude sounds. Anyway, okay, so that moves me on to the next point, man. Obviously, as well, we've got the car sounds, man. The car sounds are fantastic. I love them. They are so damn good. They work so well, man. They literally are a big surprise, if I'm going to be honest. The street exhaust on every car sounds absolutely insane. I love it so much. The race exhaust literally says what it is on the tin. It's a race exhaust, so it's going to sound like a damn race car, which, you know, that's good. It's good that it sounds like a race car. I love that so much, man. Love it, love it, love it. It all sounds brilliant. So, you know, there was a lot of people on Horizon 4 that were saying, oh yeah, you know, the sounds aren't that good and all that rest of it. And I agree. I agree with them. The sounds on Horizon 4 were terrible. And they've really sort of worked on that for this game. And all of the sounds, you know, they sound incredible. I'm actually quite excited to see what the Warthog sounds like from Halo in this game. I'm yet to hear it as of yet. So I'll have to see if I can find a Warthog or buy one or whatever. And really find you know, listen to that for myself, because obviously, you know, a Warthog, I love Halo, so I'd love to hear what the Warthog sounds like this year, obviously coming around with obviously Halo Infinite out and everything like that as well. So but yeah, no, let's go ahead now and move on to another issue though that I have, and that unfortunately is the photo mode. Now, the photo mode is all well and good, like, you know, its core aspect is great. However, I shall show you real quickly. Going around the corner, it takes way too damn long to get into the photo mode. So if I'm sitting at or I'm drifting rather, it'd probably show better if I was drifting. But if I'm drifting and I want to take an awesome sort of screenshot of me drifting, that didn't go well. I can't really do that because the photo mode takes so long to get into it. Now I know this is literally a minor thing, but there we go. This is a huge minor thing, but like, I don't want straight wheels, man. When I'm trying to take a photo of me drifting, I don't want straight wheels. Come on now. You know, I want to be able to see my wheels, obviously, you know, turn sideways when I'm drifting. And it's the same with standing still as well. Oop. Yep, lovely. Honda Prelude. Yep. Promo. Thank you. Yeah, so obviously it's the same with standing still as well. If I was to stand still and, or I say stand still, like hold still here, turn my wheels dead to the right, go into photo mode, right? There you go. It's still an issue, man. Those wheels have turned in ever so slightly, but that ain't it. I want my wheels fully turned, you know, obviously in this case to the left. I want them fully turned, man. It takes way too long in order to get into photo mode, and, you know, the photos are definitely been, you know, they've been worse off since this has been a thing. But I'm pretty sure they probably know that this is an issue as well. But if they don't, here we go. Boom. Issue. Bang. Need to have my sideways wheels back on the go. It was a bit odd that this wasn't a thing right off the bat, to be fair, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully that will come back into the game, and obviously we shall be able to make some awesome screenshots again with obviously sideways wheels. But yeah, I think aside from that, there isn't really many more issues, man. I love this game to pieces. I think it's a really good game. Like I say, apart from the servers, it's been very good. There is a couple more things that I do want to say though that I think is going to be very sort of hit and miss, and that is with the Forzathon sort of stuff, man, and the Forza playlist and all that sort of stuff, and some of the cars that you can unlock from obviously doing the playlist events and everything like that. So recently we've had the 22B and the Torino come in on the Forza playlist, man, and don't get me wrong, I love the fact that these cars are in the game, but I would really want to buy them from the auto show. I don't want to be doing 2 hours, right? More than that, it was 3 hours worth of Forza playlists, right? And I'm not a bad driver, don't get me wrong, I ain't a bad driver, but it took me 3 hours of playlists just to get the Torino at 86 points. It's too long. It's way too long. Also, it shouldn't be in the playlist. So my ideas for the playlist are as follows, right? Obviously, brand new cars coming into the game. Yeah. Brand new cars that they brought into the game. The same with what they did before in Horizon 4. That's absolutely fine. I love the thought of that. However, I wouldn't mind them in a car pack. You know, in a pack the same as what we did with Horizon 3, Horizon 2. Those sort of packs, man. That awesome if they could come back. That would be so much better than the Forza-thon stuff, if I'm going to be honest with you. The Forza playlist. As much as I'd love to sit here for 3 hours and do the Forza playlist just to get one car, I just don't have time for that, man. I ain't got time for it. So I'd like to, you know, when I'm on stream, I like to play with viewers. I don't want to be sitting there doing Forza-thon playlist and races and stuff like that when I know that the viewers want to be drifting, or they want to be togue racing, or they want to be cruising and doing car meets. I don't want to be sitting there doing races that everybody's done before. Because no, you know, it doesn't bring in the people, it doesn't bring in the crowd, it doesn't, people aren't interested in that. So, for me, I'd like to see either a shortened playlist time, so the playlists are a lot easier to do, or, obviously, you know, if once the playlist is done, I can buy the car that's, you know, so you unlock the car for argument's sake. So, okay, so let's use the Torino again. I've done the 3 hours worth of playlist just to get the Torino. Okay, the Torino's done, right? Bang! I've unlocked it. I've got it in my garage. I also want to be able to see that after I've unlocked it in the auto show. Okay, so I can then go into the auto show, then buy that car. So that way, that will reduce the stock market a hell of a lot. Obviously, in the auto show, I say stock market. It's not stock market. It's the auto show. The auction house. Sorry. It will reduce the prices of cars that shouldn't be that much money. You know, the Torino is 20 million credits. Well, at least it was. It was 20 million credits on Horizon 4. That is ridiculous for a Toyota Torino. You wouldn't even pay that in real life. You wouldn't pay that in real life for a Toyota Torino. It's not that expensive. But for some reason in this game, it's literally a nightmare to get a hold of. Even in Horizon 5, man, I paid 9 million credits for a second Toyota Torino. So one, I can do a build on it for drifting, right? And two, I can do a build on it for togue racing. I don't want to be having to pay 9 million credits that I spent, you know, hours trying to get on one car. You know what I mean? If it's a Lamborghini, fair enough. If I want to buy a Lamborghini, then fair enough. I will go buy a Lamborghini for 9 million credits. But I'm not going to. I want to, you know, I want to buy a Torino for a reasonable price, which is, it's a 20,000 credit car. You've said it in the bottom left. It's a 20,000 credit car, and it's being sold for 9 million credits. Like, that should not be happening. It should not be happening at all. Okay. One other way that I think that would fix this, right, is you bring back, you know, the unicorn cars from back in the day. I've been playing Forza now for a good few years. I started out playing Forza back in Motorsport 2 days, and throughout Motorsport 3 and Motorsport 4, you guys had the things called unicorn cars. And these cars were set above the rest, man. So if, for argument's sake, let's use the 22B, you'd have the 22B standard car, and then you could, if you were lucky or done the challenges to get the unicorn car, you would get the 22B unicorn car, which had better stats and better handling, better upgrades than what the standard car had. And I think by bringing these back, it would actually give people more of an incentive to grab these cars from, obviously, the playlist. If you put those cars in the playlist, so they are a one-time thing, they are literally very hard to get, like, from the playlist, then I would probably spend the 3 hours trying to get this one car, because it's something special. It's something that you won't be able to get again. And I can see the logic and how it's, you know, a bit condescending of the fact that obviously you've got A86, you can't get it again, yada yada yada. I get that. But at the end of the day, the A86 is just the A86. There's nothing special about it. Once you get it, it's the standard car. It's not going to be faster than another A86. It's going to be the standard car. Whereas the 22B, that's the unicorn car, if you can buy the 22B in the auto show, and you've got the unicorn car of the 22B, it's going to be better. It's going to be worth having. It's going to be either the fastest A-Class or the fastest whatever. Is going to be faster than the standard 22B. And this is the point that I want to try and make and try and get out to obviously you guys, man. If they brought back the unicorn cars, we could have the standard cars within the auto show, bring back how it used to be, and then obviously involve the unicorn cars, which makes it a hell of a lot more exciting for one. Races will be exciting, especially the competition races, like the competitive races, they'll be exciting. Because if someone has a unicorn car and it's really quick, they're going to be like, oh, well damn, I need to try and get that car the next time it comes back into play. Or I need to try and go and find it on the auction house. That way, the auction house would still have the high-priced cars for, say, the unicorn 22B selling for 9 million, 10 million, whatever. That's going to be worth that amount of money. It's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be the fact that it's a standard car and it won't beat anything else because it's the standard car. You know what I mean? So I think they should really, like, if this does reach out to one of the developers, man, and you guys like think it's a good idea, you know, I think I think that it personally, I think I'd prefer this than having standard cars within the playlist. I think the playlist is a bit dry, especially when it comes to like brand new cars and that. You know, we've got the SVJ now, the Lamborghini SVJ, which is great. You know, I want to try and get that, but I don't have time for it. You know what I mean? I ain't got time to sit here and do every playlist and then, you know, try and get it. So, you know, but for the standard cars, I think that they should be in the auto show. Or if, you know, there's one or two ways they can go about it, which is both ways we've talked about. One is the unicorn car business type thing, or two, you know, if you get the car from obviously doing the playlist, it should be available in the auto show. Both of these I would be happy with. Obviously having to work for the car, and then once you've worked for it and completed it, it would then be available in the auto show. I think that is probably a better idea, so that way they can still bring in loads and loads of cars and everything like that, and still obviously push content out that way. It's a good idea, but I do think that if they did do the unicorn car way, they could also bring back obviously packs, you know, packs of cars that people have paid for. You know, I've paid £80 for this game, and I've got one pack so far, one pack. You know, obviously they've brought out cars every week. That's great, but you know, it would be nice to bring back the packs again, so that way I can see what cars are available. You know, like for argument's sake, we had the Porsche pack, we had the Mitsubishi pack, we've had the, you know, the welcome pack, which we have, the Formula Drift pack. It would be nice to have the packs of cars back again, so that way we can say, okay, well, I want this car, and this car from it. I'm going to pay £2 for that one. I'm going to pay £2 for that one. I'm going to pay £2 for that one. But I don't want that one and that one and that one. You know, I think they should bring back that method again. So it, you know, it's sort of, I don't know. I just think that way works better than the playlist sort of functionality. You know, they can still have the playlist functionality, obviously, with the unicorn cars, the harder cars to get that are better than the standard cars that you can buy in the auto show. That is, I still think, is a really good idea. But yeah, no. Let's move on to something else though, because I think I've been rambling on about that for quite some time now. And yeah, I think that's the main thing that I feel very strongly about within Horizon 5 at the moment is, you know, I was hoping that they were going to leave that behind, and all of the main sort of cars that I like to use and everything like that will be in the game and in the auto show already, so I could just buy them. I was a bit ashamed that obviously the Torino was not available in the auto show right from the bat, and they are still doing this, you know, one car every so often type thing, that you can't get the car again after you've got that one car, because, you know, people like me, I like to build one car. So I've got this Prelude set to Togue Racing in A-Class, right? I'd buy another Prelude just to do another like tune on it. I wouldn't take that tune, save it, and then put another one on it. I won't do that. Like, I like to have my tunes, so this is that car, this is that car, that's that car, that's that car, that's that car, etc, etc, etc. So, you know, it is a bit of an inconvenience for me, I suppose. But either way, I think both of those methods would work. But like I said, man, let's go ahead and move on to something else, man. I think as a whole, this game is absolutely fantastic. I love it. It's really good. Like I say, the playlist thing is the only thing that I think is the worst thing about it. The map is absolutely insane. I love the map. I'm excited for the new DLCs that come out, that will be coming out. I'm excited for both of those that are going to be coming. Obviously, the events lab is fantastic. I love it. Obviously, again, the things that are the problems with the events lab, they have been sorted out by, obviously, by AR12. He has mentioned about the saving of the maps and stuff like that, which they have responded and said that that will be coming very soon as well, which is absolutely fantastic, man. I can't wait for that. I think there is one other thing, actually, with Events Lab. When you place a block, it moves, like, slightly to the left. I don't know if, like I say, I don't know if you guys have experienced that as well, but once you place a block, it moves, like, slightly to the left, and it's hard to get it straight with, obviously, the other blocks within that you're placing down. So if they could make that so when you place the block, it stays where you placed it, that would be fantastic as well. That would help out quite a bit. I know Duquesne23 is probably going to be hot on that as well, because obviously he likes to build as well. I know Duquesne, big shout out to Duquesne, man. I've watched his content quite a lot. With Halo forging and stuff like that, man. So obviously be sure to watch out for his stuff over on the Events Lab situation, because he will create some crazy stuff, man. Let me tell you, he will be creating some like mad tracks. But yeah, no, I think that is pretty much everything within the review that I think that needs to be mentioned. Like I said, man, the cars are fantastic. I love like car choices and stuff like that. Like I say, it's just a bit of a shame about the festival playlist. I think that is probably the main sort of point, apart from the servers. Another thing about the servers, actually, while we're talking about that, I'd love to see, you know, public lobbies being brought back as well. You know, we have, for argument's sake, we have the whole convoy situation that we've got going on. For example, let's go ahead and jump into that straight away here. 42 kudos though. Whoop whoop. That's what's up. Convoy. Okay, so if you jump into convoy here, you can find and create a convoy, which is great. Sounds good, right? However, if I find a convoy and I say anything goes, this is the problem that we have right now. That's the only person in it, and that's for anything goes. Like, come on, man. The lobby system is dead. It is dead. Look, even my man just left. He literally just left. But if I go into drifting, let's see if we can find a drifting lobby. Okay, so we've found quite a lot of people here drifting. Okay, so that's not too bad. We've got one other person that's not in the leader session right now. So this isn't too bad, alright? This ain't too bad. However, I'd like to see the lobby system come back again, where if you want to go in a public lobby, you leave the Horizon Life. The Horizon Life goes, and then you can have a public lobby where people then come in, and then there's 12 players, right? Of anything goes. Literally, it could just be anything goes. And then people can then talk to each other and find out what they want to be doing, right? I think that would be a much better system than this convoy situation, because I don't feel that people really like doing this, if that makes sense. Especially with the last drifting convoy that I done, we done some open drifting, I think it's called now, and I'm not really a fan of open drifting, so obviously left that, but that had a fair few people in there, and that's probably the biggest lobby that I've been in, that was obviously doing the open drifting stuff, but it's not really my bag, you know what I mean? I like to drift within the open world, or within, obviously, Events Lab and stuff like that, so for me, that's where the bread and butter is, but unfortunately, you know, I like the idea of this is cool, but at the moment there's too many people not doing it, and I think by bringing the public lobbies thing back and getting rid of you know, or say pushing to the side the Horizon Life end of it, will bring back a better sort of community of, you know, feedback of people. Also on top of that as well, private lobbies, man. Private lobbies, you know, private lobbies without the Horizon Life, same sort of thing as this, 12-man lobbies, private. You know, it's just you and your convoy within the open world. You know, it could also be the fact that these lobbies have got nothing to do with races or anything like that. Obviously, you can go and start the race if you want to, but it's online only. No driver tires, no nothing like that. Just online only. The these lobbies are literally just solely online. I think it would be so much better for the community and also the social aspect of this game. After Horizon 3, right? After Horizon 3, the social aspect of Forza Horizon has gone down dramatically. I'm telling you, dramatically it's gone down. Like, I used to be able to go in a Horizon 2, right? I used to get up in the morning, play Horizon 2, right? Even at night as well, I should say. I've met literally all of my friends, most of my crew members that I play with on Horizon, I met in Horizon 2. And that's got to tell you something, bro. Like, I met those people in Horizon 2 where everyone was talking within the game chat. You know, people were able to connect and communicate with each other and, you know, actually play the game, you know, in an online setting. And I just feel like, they've tried to bring that back with this, and I think it's a step in the right direction, but the Horizon Life thing is still in the way. It's not. The Horizon Life is what they think. What they think the Horizon Life is getting people to communicate with each other through the Horizon link or whatever. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's never worked. You know, it doesn't work in Horizon 4. It doesn't work in Horizon 5. You know, people just say hi, why, how you doing, and they're like halfway, you know, on the other side of Guanajuato. It just doesn't matter. You know, yeah. It doesn't work. Do you want to do an event? No, I want to do this. You know what I mean? it doesn't work. Whereas if people are communicating with each other with their own voice and they say, okay, well, what do you want to do? I want to do drifting. Okay, well, let's go and drift at such and such location. And we can then hit the section up and we're doing, oh, A-class. Okay, we're doing A-class rear-wheel drive, whatever. We're drifting 300 horsepower. You know, etc, etc, etc. You know, that's all well and good. Like, say you have your friends that you want to do that with, obviously in parties, etc, like that. But at the same time, that social aspect of meeting people and meeting up with randomers and drifting with randomers is gone. It's gone. It's broken. It's disappeared. This is a step in, like I said, this is a step in the right direction. But the Horizon Life side of things needs to sort of take a back seat. So that way people actually are funneled into this area, you know, so that people are doing this instead of in Horizon Life trying to communicate with random people. That doesn't work. I think as well, I think we'll try and revisit this maybe once the server's a bit better. I think once the servers are better, this will probably maybe grow and be better, I suppose. But I say the only time will tell. But yeah, no, that's my views on it. I think this, like I said, I think this is a step in the right direction. It's definitely better than what we had in Horizon 4. Also, the winter is amazing. I love winter in Horizon 5. There's no snow anywhere, so that's also a big thumbs up as well. Obviously, being in Mexico, no snow, fantastic. I worry for the next game, but, you know, we'll leave that in a few years' time when that comes out. Anyway, like I say, man, I think that's absolutely everything that I wanted to cover here in today's video, man. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this, obviously, review slash moan slash, obviously, best things about this game. Whatever. I think this is definitely a really good game, and it's deserved absolutely everything that, all the awards that they got, everything like that, man. It deserves it. You know, they've been fantastic. I think we've rolling out the problems with this game as well. They've also done that extremely well. They've sort of been on it with the servers, man. They've been on it, trying to get them sorted out and everything like that. Obviously, you know, they've sort of done it in chunks, and they've made them better and better and better and better. So obviously, not too long now before the servers are fully finished and fully complete, and that way we can all try and play together. So not too long on that. But anyway, like I say, man, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. If you agree with anything that I have said today within this review, be sure to let me know down in the comments down below, man. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. Also, if there's things that you don't agree with me on, be sure to let me know as well, bro. And I hope that all of my points that I've made are, you know, I hope you understand all the points that I'm trying to make and everything like that as well. Like I say, be sure to let me know if you don't in the comments. But anyway, thank you guys all for watching this video. Like I say, be sure to give it a like and also subscribe if you're brand new, and I shall catch you guys hopefully in the next one. Take care. Peace.